think that the biggest stakeholder that have raised issues about this exams is the teacher, and that is the Association for the Teacher Trainees. So it's understandable. These are people who are supposed to write the exams, and they don't like it. They don't want to write it. They want to enter the profession like our fathers and our forefathers did. They finished colleges of education or training colleges, and they were automatically deployed to go and teach. The system is changing. We are moving. The world is changing. The dynamics in the system demands that the teacher coming out should undergo certain processes before he or she is allowed to enter the classroom. And even when he enters or when she enters, there are systems in place to ensure that the person is fit for purpose. And because of that, we just need to embrace these reforms and then make sure that we streamline it.
But it's not as simple as that, is it? In the case of a trained teacher, someone going through the College of Education, they would have been into the classrooms at least twice, isn't it?
Yes.
In the course of their training, you give them the opportunity to go into the classrooms, to teach as a form of practicals. They do that.
Yes, they do one semester off-campus teaching practice. I'm very much aware.
Yeah, but you introduce them into the classrooms and then ask them to come and write exams just to assess them.
Let me explain, because I train teachers, so I understand the system very well. So this is what happens. When you get to level 300, you do micro teaching, what we call on-campus teaching practice. You get to level 400 the first semester, you go out and then do off-campus teaching practice. You come back to campus and finish your final semester. When you finish, the law is that you are supposed to sit for a licensure exams. And that is for the National Teaching Council, which is a council different from the tertiary institutions and GTEC. They are supposed to register the teachers and license them. They say that we want to ensure that those who we are going to register and license, they are of a certain caliber. You have gone through this training. The curriculum for the colleges and the curriculum for the tertiary institutions are supposed to prepare you to, one, understand your professional practice, to get professional knowledge, and have certain attitudes and values that will enable you function well in the classroom. Can we test and see whether you really have an understanding of these things? And you sit for these papers and you fail. You don't expect the National Teaching Council to register you to go to the classroom because you have failed the basis of the standards that we hold for the teaching profession in this country. And that is why I'm saying that this is not something that anybody should be so much worried about. We are just ensuring that the best are sieved so that they will handle our case in the school. Let me give you a simple example. I'm interested in economics because that is my field. I saw the cons papers. In this country, anybody who completes tertiary education might have done at least 6 years of economics, 3 years at the senior high school, and 4 years at the university or the college, at the university. So 7 years understanding of economics, and you cannot state the law of demand, and you want to go and teach who economics. That is something that is not acceptable. So if the person cannot answer basic economics questions, why should you allow such a person to enter the classroom to go and teach people economics? These are the things we need to discuss and be very frank and open with, so that people will understand that this is not something that is just preventing people from going to the classroom, but we need people who can go and teach our case very well.